I, male 28, confronted my wife, female 26, and asked if she is attracted to my brother, male 26, after several family outings over the summer. My brother has always had a thing for my wife. No biggie. My wife and I have laughed about it for years. Wrote it off as a weird, funny thing. Up until recently, I have never worried about it. I was out of the country for work late June, during which my side of the family got together and my wife brought our kids too to the event. I returned just in time for 4th of July festivities at our house. Both of our families came to hang and enjoy the celebration. Later in the evening, I noticed my wife and brother being awfully giggly and chummy with each other, noticeably more so than usual, to the point where it made me uncomfortable. It was an innocent hand on his shoulder while laughing, etc. I wrote it off again. Just having a good time. Me, whatever. Late summer, we all went on a family trip. Me, my wife and kids, my wife's brothers, and my brother. Note, my brother lives with my wife's brother in a different city. It was a 5-day trip. We stayed in an Airbnb and saw the local sights. One of the nights, the group of us went to a nicer restaurant. My wife sat directly across from my brother at the large table. I was the last to sit down and ended up next to my brother. It was a nice dinner, but as drinks flowed, I noticed that my wife was paying particularly attention to her conversation with my brother, chatting about shows they like, funny quotes, favorite episodes, etc. Note too, my brother and wife have a lot more in common than my wife and I. Photography, baking, Harry Potter, LOTR, reading, etc. At one point, my wife stands to have a restroom break, and I swear on everything I saw a look pure happiness, bliss in her face as she excused herself. All of this directed at my brother. She later denies this, but it was burned into my memory. I know the look well. I used to receive it. After the trip, I asked my wife, "Do you have feelings for or are you attracted to my brother?" She pauses, thinking, and says she knew I had been thinking that. She didn't ask if I wanted to hear what I wanted to hear or hear the truth. Obviously, I choose the truth. To which she replies that she is not attracted to him, but she can see the potential to develop feelings for him. This puzzles me because in my mind, there needs to be some form of attraction. Example, physical, emotional, mental. I asked her to clarify, and she said that about 2.5 years ago, at a different family function, she had a moment of realization and told herself, "Wow, I need to be very careful here, and that she should not allow herself to spend any one-on-one time with him because it would be dangerous." We talked it through at length, and I felt okay with what was discussed and the conclusion, which was that she doesn't not have feelings or an attraction to my brother, and that she recognized that there is a 0.01% chance that anything would come of it. She would let it. However, I have found myself constantly worrying about the future and what it holds. I've thought about the fact that she could be lying to keep our marriage and family together. She backpedaled pretty hard after my initial reaction to her description. I'll be out of the country for work again over Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. All times when our families typically get together. So I'm definitely not looking forward to that. Is there a legitimate concern here on my part, or am I reading too far into this?